Hey YouTubers,
Hey.
Raven here.
Starfire.
Today we'll be talking about Supernatural Season 10, Episode 10.
The Hunter Games.
Because that sounds nothing like the Hunger Games. In which it actually has hardly any to no fighting.
Oh, it had fighting.
Well, hardly any.
He beat Metatron up, man.
That's not fighting. Metatron can fight back.
Well, he doesn't need to. He's a freaking jackass.
Exactly.
I wanted Dean to kick his ass.
Okay, so first we'll talk about Crowley and his mommy issues.
Yeah, okay. That's what happened first.
Was it? I don't
think.
remember.
I don't know.
I don't think so, but...
I was watching the episode, but I just couldn't get into it.
No, neither could I. So we'll be talking first about Crowley and Rowena.
Yeah, Rowena.
Ravenclaw.
Every time.
I can't not. Okay. That's how much of a geek I am. Okay,
Well, if you're a geek, I'm a geek.
I didn't say it. You did.
I know. But I admit it.
So, let's see. We have the mother, Carly's mom. She made him have. It was his dream sequence. So the first thing we saw, I believe. I think it was his dream sequence.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's why it was so hard to remember because it wasn't real. Not that the show is real at all. Sorry to crush some of you. Sorry to crush some of you, but it's not real.
It's a TV show.
Yes.
Deal with it.
Yes. However, Dean is real.
Dean is very real.
Jensen is.
Jensen, who plays Dean, is very real.
So Crowley has a dream in which he sees everyone turning on him. But in reality, it's a dream that his mother made him have. Because she had a hex bag under his chair.
Yup.
Because he wouldn't feel it right there.
Well, he probably wasn't even paying attention.
He fell asleep.
He's Crowley.
So, he's been sitting in that chair how long before she got there? Exactly. So, we had that, and then she's trying to find other things to curse and hex and all that jazz.
Yep.
And later on down in the episode, she convinces Crowley's right-hand man to go get the first blade from Crowley's grave. It's the first time we get to see Crowley's bones.
Mm-hmm.
Which didn't look as bad as I thought they would. Still had clothing.
He did not want to get the first blade, but
You know. I'm confused on the fact that his bones still had clothing on them. He's ancient.
Yeah, he's really old.
How
like hundreds of years old.
Yeah. And I know that clothing and cloth and whatever, it takes like hundreds of years to decay and fade away. Whatever. But he still had, like, not a lot of clothing, but he still had some clothing on him. And, like, seriously? I mean, he's from, what, before Columbus?
I have no idea what year he's from.
That's...
like the 1500s. I don't... No.
Like
1300s.
He's from, like, the early to mid-1300s, and he still got clothes on his skeleton.
That's like 500 years old or more, right?
That's over that.
Like 700 or 800?
That's 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
12th century.
So ancient. By any
That's
standards.
800 years ago.
Whatever.
Because the 12th century, 900 years ago. Because we're in the 21st century, and that's the 12th century. So that's 900. 12 plus 9 is 21. It's 900 years.
Okay, so almost a century.
A
Whatever.
century is 100 years.
Or whatever. You know what I meant. Okay, it is late. I didn't sleep last night,
I'm
and I
sorry.
really don't give a crap.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't sleep last night either.
So we have. Where the hell was I?
Crowley's clothing on his
Right. Okay, so forgetting that. His mom made him, like, he killed the dude that brought the knife back to her,
Mhm.
and Crowley comes in on it, and
And
his
then she
mom
has
goes-
another thing where she's able to hear what he's saying. Right?
that's before this part.
Oh, okay.
But his mom tells Crowley that, like, oh, this guy was turning on you, didn't you tell me you had a dream about this? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, but beforehand, she found out where his grave was because he told the boys.
Mhm.
Of course, I don't think his bones really were in Guam, but
I hate Guam this time of year.
yeah. I don't really think that's where his bones are, but okay.
Who knows?
And then you have the whole mess with the boys and just piss me off.
Metatron was brought back. Son of a bitch.
Issues with Claire, I think that's her name.
Yeah, Claire.
That's Castiel's
Or
Bessel's-
Jimmy's daughter.
Yeah.
Jimmy Novak's daughter.
And she made friends after she ran away that almost killed Dean. And Dean almost killed them. And
I don't think those friends were very trusting, personally.
they weren't friends. Like,
Well, those people that she met weren't very trusting.
yeah. What I thought, like, originally when I was first seeing them, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're like demons trying to kill Dean.
That's what I thought too. Like, I thought by the way they were like looking at each other and
Mhm.
stuff that they were demons or they were like really evil people or something.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So that just goes to show if you're hitchhiking, don't trust anyone.
the stuff with Dean and like him trying to get Metatron to tell him how to get rid of the mark and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I like when he was like, you know, you're gonna tell me
Mm-hmm. And then he makes him tell him
it ain't
something.
gonna cost me a damn dime, slugger.
What did he say? Like, where the rivers cross?
I forgot.
something?
If you guys remember,
Yeah,
tell us.
down below.
I'm tired. I can't think, man.
right. Bedtime. No, we
After
still have the
Arrow.
Arrow to watch. So we have all that going. That was pretty much the whole episode.
I did like what Sam. Okay, I don't normally like Sam, but he did have a point, and I did
Yes.
like what he said to Dean about, you know, maybe you want it to react, maybe you want to
Because
give
Cain,
into it.
he said, Cain lived with
yeah,
this
Cain
mark
lived with the mark for a long time,
for centuries and centuries and centuries.
Yeah. and
And
he was okay.
Mhm.
He controlled it.
Yeah.
So by Dean letting his anger out, it's like he wants it to happen.
Yeah.
Like he needs to get out that pent up anger and frustration that he has, and so he does it by using the mark.
Yeah. Like, he finally has an excuse
Yeah.
to be who he is. I think the real reason, like, I mean, it's hard enough to be a human and have that mark.
Yeah.
But to be a human that's been to hell, literally, tortured people, and came back and has to live with that, and then to have gone through everything else that they went through, I think that it's not just the anger, pent up anger within him anymore, it's the, I've tortured people, and it's fun.
It's the
I want to do it again. I need an excuse.
Yeah, and it's the side of him coming out that he doesn't like about himself.
It's the part of him that, like, he wants to do this, but he doesn't allow himself to because it scares him.
Yeah.
But now that he has an excuse on why he can do this and something to blame, so he doesn't have to, like, go, oh, this is all my fault, blah, blah, blah. No.
He can blame it on the
go,
mark.
oh, the mark did this to me. The mark is making me do this. I can't control myself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, he probably can't to an extent. But he can to another extent.
Yeah, and I mean, what Sam said was pretty spot on. I mean, you know, yeah, he probably can control it, and he probably can at some points.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on how strong it is.
Yeah.
And, so, yeah, I don't know where they're going with that. If he's gonna have it, or they're gonna try to get rid of it.
Well, they're trying to get rid of it.
I know, but I mean, if it's gonna work.
Because they don't know how to get rid of it.
Because if they get rid of it, then what are we gonna have of Dean doing? Like, they already only gave us the demon thing for like 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And now they just have him dealing with the mark. But if they get rid of the mark, then what?
What's going to be next season? Because it was renewed for season 11.
It was renewed for another season.
So what are we going to do for that season?
So whatever they're going to do, or like whatever they're planning on continuing with season 10, I mean, how they're going to like finish off the season, and then,
yeah,
you know, hopefully it'll be good.
Yeah. Personally, I can't wait for Charlie.
Yeah, next week's episode is going to be really good. I'm excited to see Charlie again.
Charlie and Dean beats crap out of each other.
Yes, they do.
Charlie can fight!
For those that have seen the promo,
Yeah.
they fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure most of you have. But,
Chokehold with her knees around his neck, baby.
Yeah, I mean, I like the show still.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really feeling season 10 that much.
Yeah.
Like, the episodes are decent.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are good.
Ish.
I mean, in the first half of season 10, I think I only liked maybe about 3 or 4 episodes.
Maybe
at
5.
most. Of the 9.
Mm-hmm. Which is saying something. I hope it's just another, what season was that, 7 that we didn't like?
Yeah.
I hope it's just another season 7 and the next seasons are, like, really good.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, season 7 had its moments.
That was the Leviathan theme.
But yeah, that was the Leviathan Dick Roman stuff.
Dick Roman was a dick.
He was. So there were some episodes I thought were pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it wasn't one of the better seasons.
Yeah. Which is basically what this season is turning into.
And season 6 was good. 6 was better than 7. 8 and 9 were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And 10 is okay.
Yeah. It's... Yeah. So, is there anything else you want to talk about? Because I think I pretty much hit everything.
Not really. I mean, overall, I'd probably give the episode like a 3 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was horrible, but I didn't think it was amazing either.
Yeah.
I thought it was kind of in between.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it almost felt like a filler episode.
Yeah.
Even though it was continuing with what was going on before the hiatus,
Mm-hmm.
it still kind of felt like that.
Yeah. So, that's pretty much what we thought of the episode. You can catch us next Wednesday.
For There's No Place Like Home, which is the
episode with
episode
Charlie.
We'll probably have a lot more to say about that one.
I can't wait. I
She's
love
super
Charlie.
excited.
I love Charlie. She's
She does.
awesome.
And she's been in an episode in every season since season 7.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, she was in like 2 episodes in season 7, and then she was in like 2 in season 8.
The 2 of her stealing stuff from Dick.
And then she was in like 2 in season 8, and then she was in the slumber party one in season 9, and then She's in this one.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It'll be good to see her again.
Oh, yes. Short hair. She cut her hair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you can catch us next Wednesday. Hopefully it'll be around the same time
Probably, yeah.
that we're posting this. Because school and our hours.
Because
and
she
stuff
doesn't come to
just
school until, like,
late.
like 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah, and she's still in class.
And
so.
I'm still in my class at that time.
on the other half of the campus.
And so I
That's
don't
like a
see
few
her,
miles away
I don't see her until
after my
like
class.
4:20, which is after her class.
And then we have to catch the bus right
And then
after,
we have to catch the bus. So we don't get home until after 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we'll do this. But the reason that we're doing it later today is because we stayed at Starbucks for a little bit.
Doing homework.
Yeah. So if we hadn't stayed at Starbucks, we would have gotten it done earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So yeah. Maybe slightly earlier next Wednesday, depends on how my YouTube uploader likes to work with me.
Yes.
But
we will get it up.
Yes. Next Wednesday. And also catch the Flash. We are now doing Flash reviews.
Yay!
So that one is up already. So you can check our channel for that. Click on the channel link down below and you can go watch that. And then tomorrow that's Thursday.
Yes.
You can catch our review of tonight's episode of The Arrow.
Because it comes back tonight. Woohoo!
So, we have less than an hour.
40-something minutes.
So, until next Wednesday, carry on.
My wayward son.